Alright, hello fun and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Police Magnum Shotgun mod, which is being released by user Daikiyuto. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is a wonderful new pump-action shotgun for you to enjoy. And who doesn't love a good pump-action shotgun in the game? Now, I should also mention that this particular weapon is actually a rebirth of one of the original shotgun mods for the game, made by Kottabos, who of course made this gun based after the Remington 870, and it's been now, brought into the more modern modding era of Fallout 4 by Daikiyuto, which I think is wonderful, seeing some of those mods getting updated to be more in line with some of our, modern modding trends and capabilities, etc. So always good. So let's jump on over here and have a look at what exactly we are getting with the Police Magnum Shotgun, which in its most basic and standard form will do 50 damage with a shotgun shell with a firing rate of 5, range of 83, accuracy of 55, for a weight of 9. Not too bad there. And as you can see, it is a pretty good looking gun, certainly does look the part for a Remington 870, and is just nice to have another pump action in the game. I always do enjoy a good pump action. They're just so fun. I mean, who doesn't love the kerchunk of a shotgun loading? It's just entertaining. Now, stat-wise, this gun is actually meant to be balanced sort of in between the existing in-game double-barrel shotgun and the combat shotgun, so it's never going to be anything too crazy powerful. It's, meant to be a sort of in between the two, which does make sense, going from double-barrel to then pump action to combat shotgun. That does make sense, sort of progress-wise. And as for modifications, we've got a pretty good list of things here, with a lot of options to really help you make the gun more useful into the later game, as well as change it up for some of your more specific play styles. Nothing too crazy, but it is good to see, a lot of good sights in here, some fun aesthetic options, etc. So very, very nice to have. Now, as for how you get your hands on this thing, well, first and foremost, there are some requirements. Now, there are 2 DLC requirements. You will need Far Harbor as well as Nuka World for this thing to function, but mod-wise, it is also compatible, though it is not required to have bullet count reloaded and munitions. Of course, bullet count reloaded is so that if you shoot 1 round and hit reload, you don't have to reload everything but the 1, as you can see I did there, because, well, I installed bullet count reloaded, and munitions, because there is a optional file in the game files for this, which allows you to actually rechamber this gun from 12 gauge to 20 gauge for some more damage, which is pretty nifty. I did not install munitions, but that is an option that you can do. Now, once you've got those various things installed, of course, the only requirements being those 2 DLCs, you will start seeing these in the world at level 12 on Minutemen, Raiders, Gunners, Trappers, and Inventors. And thankfully, you'll also find them on the occasional legendary enemies, so you might find some legendary ones out there. And there is also one unique version out in the world for you to find. So very nice indeed there. Won't take you too long to get this at level 12, and I mean, they're pretty much on everyone. Minutemen, Raiders, Gunners, Trappers, Vendors. That's darn near everyone in the Commonwealth, so shouldn't take you too long to get yourself one of these beautiful guns. Now let's take a look at what modifications we do have available for this thing, starting with the receiver category, which has just the pretty typical things of standard up to tuned, all the way up to advanced, which will give you the best damage at 87 here, of course without any additional perks to help assist that. With those perks, you can get it a little bit higher there, but yeah, base level just 87 top damage. Then the barrel category, we've got the standard short, a sawed-off, large mounted, and hunting barrel. And I should point out, some of these barrels will determine if you can use muzzle modifications or not. Ones like the hunting barrel here do not allow any muzzle attachments, and I believe the sawed-off barrel too, but the short barrel and long-mounted barrel are okay for that. So just keep that in mind. Some of those barrels will take away this category here. Now in the stock category, we've got the standard short, a full, a cowboy stock, and a combat stock if you want to do a little bit more melee damage with bashing. Kind of nice and amusing having those little blades down there. That's just fun. Now in sights, we actually have a pretty surprisingly large amount of sights for a shotgun. I honestly wasn't expecting this. We of course have the standard sight, a glow sight, a number of different colors of glow sights, then a rear sight, glow ring sight, more different colors of that, a fusion battery reflex sight, neither circle or dot, a vintage reflex sight, professional combat sight which appears to be missing a texture, a mini holotech, laser, short scope, and then we have some night vision and recon variants in here as well, if you do have some science and want to go that route. So yeah, a lot of scopes, and you guys know me, I always love scope options, but I gotta admit, I was surprised to see this many options for a shotgun. Love it though. Now in the muzzle category, we've got either nothing, a choke tube, a large bayonet, compensator, muzzle brake, a light suppressor, heavy suppressor, and an elite suppressor if you've got rank 2 and Mr. Sandman there, but all fun to have. And then we have two different material categories. The first is for the wood, where we either have the standard wood or an alternative wood texture. I actually think I prefer the alternative myself, but both are good. And then the other material is the metal portion of the gun, where we've got an alternative, more clean metal going, which for some reason is currently changing. You know, I was having this happen to me earlier. Let's actually change the alternative material, because this alternative material here is supposed to be, there it is. It's got a little bit of a glitch with the standard wood material, but the alternative material here really wants to also be with the other alternative material, and it's a more clean gunmetal. We then have a bronze, copper, fool's gold, and finally oil spill material, whichever you'd like. So some nice little aesthetic options there, with just one weird little glitch. But yes, that is all the different modifications. Let me go grab my two modified ones, and let's see how this thing does at our range first, and then against a Deathclaw. Which, I mean, with the 87 damage probably isn't the smartest of ideas, but yeah, we'll roll with it. So let's fire the standard. Now for a shotgun, it's quite controllable, not a huge amount of kick on this thing. Very nice indeed, so very easy to keep on target. It is of course slow firing, so you're not going to be putting too many shells down range at a quick pace, but still quite nice to have. Got a good kerchunk on each load, and, well, that beautiful shotgun sound there. Very nice, a very visceral weapon that I do very much enjoy. There we go. Now let us go to my recoil compensating version here, where I went gold for some reason, and mainly to show off that vintage sight there. I like it, it's nifty. So there we go, we've got this just gigantic lens with a white circle and dot. The white circle and dot, of course, can be very easily lost in different environments, which is always a complaint of many a different sight we've seen in mods in the past, and, well, let's be honest, even default sights. But yes, a nice compensator on here, making the recoil on this thing even more controllable, which is pretty sweet. You do, of course, lose a little bit of range with that, but much more controllable, much more easy to keep on target. Though the Fool's Gold looks a bit more burnt than gold, from now that I'm really paying a little bit more attention to that texturing there. And then we've got our suppressed version here, because, I mean, suppressed shotgun, that's just weird and fun. And there we go. All 6 shots with the suppressed, or actually 8 shots now that we were with the, no, 9. Boy, it's 6 on the standard. I forgot we were using the long mounted barrel that has the 9 rounds. Very good there, but you know, it's nice to have a silent shotgun. I don't know why it entertains me so much. You just always expect a shotgun to be a loud boom, so silence just seems wrong to me, but no, I love it. So let's grab ourselves our usual Deathclaw foe and see how this does. It'll probably take a fair few shots considering, again, that top damage at 87, but, you know, still doable. He's a Deathclaw after all. He's not immortal. I mean, granted, it would help with my crappy shooting if I actually hit him in better positions. No, that's not great. That's not great. Run away! There we go. All right. And got him there. Got a few shots. Oh, yeah, it's going to take a fair few shotgun shells, isn't it? Worst part is the further he gets away, the less good it is. So I do wish, and one thing I always love seeing when we do various shotgun mods that I wish this one had would be a slug to add in. I always do love a good shotgun slug. But sadly, we don't have that. Again, with the munitions mod, if you have that installed, you can upgrade it to 20 gauge from 12 gauge, which certainly will, of course, up that power there. Let's go to this one here. But yeah, I do always enjoy having a shotgun slug available when possible. But sadly, not in this particular model. Alright, there we go. Well, he's going down slowly but surely. Get him. Got him. Now that's a reload. Back up to the stage. Our lovely, lovely stage. No, still no good shots on there with them. All right, back down. Come back here, please, Deathclaw. I just need a few more shots on you. A few good shots, well-placed ones would be preferable. I don't see that happening, though. Oh, God, run. Our usual cheese mechanics. Yeah, maybe I should have gone with, like, bandits or raiders or something today. Yeah, sometimes, you know, with the guns with the lower damage, I really should make that choice, but I don't. Alright, let's stand our ground this time. Oh god, still not good VATS percentages, but, haha! Yes, take that, we finally did take him out after a fair few shotgun shells. But yeah, that is the Police Magnum Shotgun mod. It is a fun gun. I always do love having a pump action in the game. It is just fun and entertaining. And just having more shotguns in general, I think, is always great because, well, shotguns are fun guns that I always do enjoy. And, you know, with bringing a older mod more up to date is also always great to see. So a very fun mod here to play around with. So if you'd like to check it out for yourself, which I'd certainly recommend you go and do, you can have a look at the link in the description of the video as per usual. With that, my friends, is going to be it for this one today. Hopefully you all have enjoyed. You come back for whatever mod we look at next. But until that time, thank you for watching as always. Well, have a good one.